Hi everyone, it's Devine and welcome to the Taurus mini forecast this week. And I hope that you will enjoy this. I'm doing these as individual ones now, just so you've got this all to yourself. No more worrying about timestamps. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. We have the Green Witch Tarot for the readings. I've got the Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck as well. I've got a surprise deck. And of course, I've got my Domino Love Angels for love and relationships and what you may be healing on within yourself. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get started for Taurus. Hope this finds you excited. Let's see what comes through. Taurus. Forecast for Taurus. Okay. Awesome. Should I show you the card? I guess so. The Two of Cups. Beautiful. I'm also just going to quickly, I feel like I needed to do a second one to clarify that straight away. Clarifying the Two of Cups. Not that we need two cards, but it's nice. Okay, the Moon. All right. Well, then there is a new moon in Scorpio right now. So this is going to be significant for you. So the Two of Cups, or the Two of Chalices, a very beautiful emotional kind of a card. I mean, we know that the Cups cards are those full of emotions, but I feel this has to do not just with relationships here, but a very satisfying feeling in yourself with regards to work and perhaps your home life as well. You've been following your intuition. You've been listening to the signs. There's a little sign down here. You know, and you're about to enter into, you know, something unknown for you, like a whole new, you know, way of thinking, a way of doing things, maybe a whole new environment for yourself with regards to work and situations, whole new ways of doing things. You're grounded, you're secure, you're also, you know, lifting yourself into new situations as well, and you can't wait for what the future is going to bring. However, when we have the Moon card with this as well, this is a time of really listening to your intuition. The Moon, you know, is what we would call a feminine, you know, card. So this could be a female in your life, or a female causing some kind of issue in your life or being on your mind. And, you know, they have their, in this particular picture, they have their back to you. So for some people, this could indicate that, you know, someone has, you know, walked away or is in the process of doing so from your life. But as with everything, you know, whoever leaves our sphere, you know, is usually for some kind of growth for us. And for them as well. You know, you may be going through a time, or have been going through a time of grief also. And, you know, this can indicate that, you know, as you focus on yourself and you focus on moving forward, and you have those times of connection with feelings, you know, about the loved one and the situation, etc. If you have those times of contemplation within yourself, you can do a lot of, you know, good for yourself, feel comforted within yourself as well. I'm just sort of getting, it's hard for me to see them in the actual thing. I'm just getting like that, as I was saying before, as you move through into this new phase of your life, it's going to bring you times of celebration and happiness, you know, feeling like you're in tune and connected and all those kinds of things. However, the Moon card indicates that there's still something maybe that hasn't quite been revealed, that is soon going to be revealed to you, something that is still a little bit hidden from your view, which is kind of like maybe a feeling that you have as well. Like you feel like you've got all of this happening, yet there's something that, you know, still needs to come or still needs to fall into place, you know. So maybe this is causing you to worry excessively, in which case we can't do that. We have to just focus light in every area of our life, and, you know, instead of worry, say to yourself, everything's going to be easy, it's going to be fine. But also, when you're grieving, you tend to carry grief in the lungs as well. So you may be going through a release of grief, which can mean coughing and, you know, bringing up stuff, or you know, feeling unwell within yourself too. So watch for those things. I always say to people, if we hear someone coughing, or we hear, you know, or we're crying, or you're going through diarrhea, or, you know, something like that crazy, it's a release, you know, it's come out. You know, when I had this massive infection in my arm with my tattoo here, it was like, okay, something finally came up, and there was only one way it could come out. And this was extreme, like old, you know, problems and anger and things like that, that I didn't even realize I was carrying. And that may be the same for you. You may not even realize that you're carrying things, you know, because we do so much work on ourselves, etc. That sometimes it takes something to happen in our life which brings us to some kind of emotion to allow it to finally leave, you know, finally come out. So instead of, I used to always say, oh, you know, I've got a cold, I feel sick, something's attacking or something's going on. It's like, no, it's coming out. You know, on a shamanic level, when we have some kind of symptom, something's leaving. That is really good. You know, you want that to leave. You don't want it to stay within you and fester, okay? So be gentle with yourself. Enjoy this time of change and growth and knowledge. And also the unknown is coming. Walking through a place or walking through a door to the unknown, a new phase of life happening for you. Just allow yourself to go through the changes without worry on your mind, okay? Okay, so let's look at the angels, gods, and goddesses. I hope you can see me a little clearer the way I've got this set today. Angels, gods, and goddesses. Angel of healing. Okay, we had this come up for Capricorn too. Angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. Okay, so even if there's areas in your life that you're uncertain about, like we were saying, you don't even realize, like I didn't even realize I had so much anger until I got the most horrible cellulitis infection in my arm. You know, you don't realize it until something starts coming. So bring the angels of healing into your life. You know, anyone can ask for this. You don't have to know all the names. You can just ask for the angel for your specific problem. You know, close your eyes, do a bit of listening to some music, you know, without having to put on a guided meditation. Just listen to some music, ask the angels of healing to surround you and your situation, and, you know, illuminate you and help you to understand the reasons behind things. You know, just having that intention allows things to be revealed. It allows things to come up in signs, or maybe you'll hear a song and the words to the song will hold a message, you know, for you. Or someone will say something, you're like, what did you say? You know, I swore you said that to me before. Like, you may have deja vu moments. You know, someone may say the exact thing that you've been thinking. These are all signs that you're, you know, getting heard, and your prayers are also answered as well. So don't forget to call in the angel of healing for something that's going on in your life. Only you may know what that is, you know. So for the bonus deck, the conscious spirit deck, I was happy to bring them out as a little bonus deck. Okay. What's going on for Taurus? What else can we tell Taurus? I just got the message. Not much. Kind of know everything. So you guys are in tune. Spark of divine. I reignite the divine spark within me, and I recognize I am part of all creation. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been saying to yourself, however you've been living your life, it's working for you. With the pink color in here, you know, the heart space is opening. You are connecting more with who you really are, or maybe remembering who you really are as well, which is a spark of the divine, you know, and we live on. It's something I was saying to someone the other day, I forget who, but they were very upset about their loved ones passing. And it was their mother had passed. And they said to me, you know, what's the message, kind of thing. And the way that I put it was, you know, you were a part of your mother. So your mother, you know, gave birth to you. So you are still living. So therefore, a part of your mother still lives on. Like, so a part of who she was, a part of creation, is still living. So they haven't even gone. And the relief that that person felt, you know, just by putting it in those words, like they're still walking around with you because they helped create you. You know, that never dies. It's always eternal, you know, that connection that we have. So if, for example, you're worried about something, or you've been grieving, you know, deeply, and you've been having, you know, all kinds of problems, you know, remember that you are a spark of the divine. So were the people that were part of your family, or the people that you knew and loved, and, you know, they are still alive because of it, which is awesome feeling. It's a relief. So maybe I needed to say that to someone out there. I'm not sure. I hope it was helpful. Recognizing the divine spark in you is such a growth, like a time of growth, when you start to recognize that. That no one's higher than anybody else, no one's more capable than anybody else. We tap into things in our own way. You know, I'm always talking about that anyway, and how, you know, we can do anything that we want. We just have to have a vision of success for ourselves. Recognizing ourselves as important is probably step one, and accepting ourselves for exactly who we are. So here we go with the Domino Love Angels. Now this is somewhere where you might also be healing within yourself too. So for love and relationships and healing. Okay, we got a red flag. All right. So the situation may not be right for you. This is Angel Donquel. This is an angel that comes into focus when there's a little bit of difficulties, okay? So red flags. Maybe you've been noticing some red flags. This situation is not right for you. You're getting gut feelings about it. So listen. That's where the moon comes into it. Maybe there's someone causing trouble. Maybe that's the red flag. Okay, this person's causing trouble over here. I don't need them in my life. It may not even have to do with the love that you're with. Okay, may indicate you need to move on from a past situation, you know, and just try to your best to forget it, send love and light, cut the cords, deactivate the cords rather. You know, if you've, this is something that people don't understand, if you've actually been in a sexual relationship with someone, for example, the cords never actually can be cut. You know, you've made that far too intimate. So they can be deactivated though. You know, like at the moment, there may be cords that are still active between you and someone 20 years ago, for God's sake, you know. So you can ask that those cords be deactivated. Or you could just ask for it yourself. Say, I would like to deactivate these cords to any past lovers, any past situations that are still active. Because when they're still active, that person from the past may not be able to get you off, you know, their mind, or vice versa. So this could also be a little thing that you could try, an exercise that you could try. Listen to your intuition about any situation. Maybe you've had red flags. This could be on a healing level, okay? Maybe you've had red flags in the past, not even related to love and relationships, just with people. You know, maybe just meeting someone, you're like, oh, I don't know about that person. Like your energy tenses up. And that really happens to me. Like if I start tensing up and I'm like, oh, just relax, you know, why are you so... I have a conversation with myself. I'm like, no, my body told me before I even thought anything. My body told me straight away this was not right, you know. So listen for those little instances of clairsentience, clear feeling, of the red flags, what people are saying, what's underneath the words, etc. And this is something perhaps is a learning tool for you. Maybe you're very, you know, trusting, maybe too trusting in some situations. So watch for those red flags. This may have something to do with your past where you ignored it and then you know, something happened. So it's time now to be aware of it. Bring this Archangel Donquel in. If you're having difficulties deciphering whether something's, you know, right for you or not, ask for peace and clarity on the situation too. So Taurus, if you want a more in-depth reading with me or a deep shamanic healing for the, you know, which is 2 1-hour phone calls with me, It's awesome. It's amazing. It resets you for the new year. Please talk with me. I have some bonus specials going on at the moment. But until the next time, wishing you an awesome week and many blessings, and goodbye for now. Bye.